And then again, once you've finished your installation, you should go back and make another heat map. You can use Survey Pro or Ekahau or whatever. You can't really test for density like you can for the coverage area. You have to wait until people come in and start using the network. And then, of course, after that, this is an optional step depending on your scope of work. You may be deploying a laptops, barcode readers, phones, whatever devices the client is going to be using. So if this is an existing building, then if you deploy the devices right away, users might have time to adjust to a new system. So a client may say, hey, we're installing this inventory management system and it's good to go, but we're not transitioning over right away. We're going to give it a few months, or some people are going to start using it and more people will use it until everybody's on it or whatever. So you can factor in the time that it takes to provide training, and you obviously have to make adjustments to the system based on user feedback. So that's something to consider. If it's a new building, however, it's even worse. So you have a new building and you have brand new devices, and then people move into the building and they don't know where anything is. They don't know where the kitchen is, they don't know where the bathrooms are, and now their business is using a completely different computer system for their vital business processes. That's a recipe for disaster. So if you can't implement a system in the old building before they move in, then at least provide everybody with a lot of training before they move into the new building and start using it. So when they move in, if they're unfamiliar with the building, they'll still be familiar with the technology, and that's one less thing that they have to worry about. Because their success obviously is your success. So it's very important. Any other tests you can do? Density, you want to make sure, obviously, in the high density area, you want to make sure you can support all the users or devices. Make sure there's no congestion. You gotta make sure, again, that voice over IP phones can roam correctly, that they're not dropping calls. With the applications, you want to test your applications out with users or focus groups. Probably you want to do some penetration testing. If you're the developer or the installer, you want to get a third party to do the penetration testing, not just for a conflict of interest, but also bias that you don't know about. You know, hackers have all kinds of crazy ways to get in. So you want to make sure they can not get in, and if they can, you want to discover the vulnerabilities ahead of time and lock them up